same thing. Where are we? Around here. Bum 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 bum. Where are we? Sharing. Share to. Post. Bum 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 bum. No, I don't want pineapple cord. Where are we? What is the matter? Why are you crying? Alright, get that up and running. And we have 1, 2 of those. And we have to come over here and do this. And here we go. And I think that's that. That should be good, maybe, possibly, could be. Alright, we'll see. So we'll do this. Oh, goodness, the story so far. I don't know what the story is so far. What am I doing? Okay, so we've beaten Titan. Yeah, we took out Titan. I think that's the last thing we did.
Welcome home, Sid.
So we took out Titan. And now we have to go speak with Otto. So I would imagine we're going to have... I guess Bahamut would be next, because we got to kind of get him to our side. I feel like he's not an enemy that much,
the gentleman you visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
Oh, gosh. Alright, so go into this. What do you want, Otto?
Clive, you're back.
Yay!
Man. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
Yep.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Okay. He's mad. He's really big mad. Yeah, because somebody didn't clean his litter box. So he's throwing it all over the floor in protest.
Alex, get out here.
If you're desperate to know more about Walloon, Vivian's your girl. But if I were you, I'd be...
I think the dog is hiding under the chair somewhere if you need to put her in a box. You have a discussion with people about things.
If you're desperate to know more about Walloon, Vivian's your girl. But if I were you, I'd be heading straight to my bed.
It's a Google. Hill to die on. Okay, so we got a whole whack of these all of a sudden.
Get released in stages. Their rank is based upon their level. So like level S is like 45 and up. And I think A's are like the upper 30s. So
basically if I get to like level 50 or 60, I should be able to take it anything.
50 is the cap before, since you can't hit new game, since you have to new game plus 50 at the cap.
So New Game Plus will kick you up to
50 to 100.
But realistically, I'm not doing New Game Plus, so it is what it is.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Just because they release it doesn't mean you
May
can
have
take it
picked
off.
up one or two.
Yeah, no.
You can fleek on them.
Well, the fact that you came
So you
straight
realize,
to
oh
me
shit, no, I
instead of
want to do this
visiting
whole
our
50
resident
thing.
Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Okay, so speak with Karen, Blackthorn, Harpocrates. What do you got here?
Another of my lectures.
Kind of like her. Too bad you don't see very much of her except in this map room. Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
So what if it's Parliament, you ask? Will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster, former Field Marshal Eugen Havel. If any is to pick up the baton of command, it shall surely be he. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder.
Allow me to educate you. I have the details here.
This is gradually getting bigger. So Kupka's gone, she's gone, he's gone. That's your Lord Commander. Serious being. Yeah, this is Phoenix, and he's tied to here. And now Holy Prince is going to be the Emperor. It's all kinds of messes.
Study it well, Clive.
This is pretty and all, but I don't see any actual use.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
They're all down here. So we'll run down here and go past all the people. Well, okay, all the peoples. All the people. Oh, there's another people. We'll hop up in here and go see the dude in the library. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what he's got to say.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Always.
To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Okay.
A new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Harpocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. with my own eyes.
Yeah, but only you.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Yay! So, there's nothing written about the thing that we know nothing about. Shocking. So, we're just gonna have to go the hard way. Figure this out on our own, I guess. Hello, Floofin' Dog. You coming up? Got a hangnail. Not comfortable. Alright. You coming? Come on. There you go. Alright, so she's over here.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Well, I mean, he's not the only one looking for you, arguably.
And what can I do for you? It's a relief.
Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear. I don't understand. You weren't just hiding from Kupka.
Thank you, Clive.
I don't want to say often, but I mean it. Best of luck to you. For many here, every other worldly woe paled in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. Now he's gone. Yeah, I don't know why you're like, okay, yay.
Going purse weighing you down. Come again.
Okay, so the blacksmith's probably gonna have new stuff here too.
Not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Nice. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Alright, well, he...
Clive?
I mean, sure.
Bloody rodents.
There's a guy who deserves a knife in the gut of his hat. Okay, well. Pretty bad
I
people.
included. What do you want?
What'd you want? What'd you want? Okay,
No
grab
scratches,
that.
right?
What else we got? Nothing new. Which is kinda meh. Oh no, this isn't. Oh, by a fair bit too. Oh, but I don't have the bone to make it. I wonder if she's got the bone to make it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay, white worm.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Come again. Oh,
Alright, so I gotta go find another material to make that.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Something like that.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
She's down in the hole here somewhere.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Really?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canada. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, you can go get this piece.
I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
Does...
The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
There's a conversation I had on the weekend about this.
That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
It's a series of fights
Take it one piece at a time.
separated by fetching quests. Go fetch me this. Go fetch me that. Go fetch me the other thing. Oh, I need this thing fetched over here. Okay, go fight this really big thing and, take half an hour to beat it. Okay, come back over here. By the way, I need some flowers from this random place over here. And this is the only place on the entire map that these flowers grow. Okay, thank you for the flowers. Now I need this piece of cloth. Can you go over to this one particular guy over here that only has this piece of particular cloth and get me the particular cloth and bring it back? By the way, there's some flowers over here. That's all. And I would say, oh, well, as it turns out, I'm building this really fancy thing in this tiny little room that's going to go on this giant-ass airship. And I have to, at some point, transport it from here down to there instead of just building it down there. But I digress. So, in the meantime, can you go fetch me?
Mid.
It's not just mid. It's all of them. It's just that's what these side quests are. It's, okay, well, the bridge is out. And we need a carpenter. So can you go get the carpenter? Okay.
Go get the carpenter yourself.
So, okay. Do you know where the carpenter is? Can't you go get the... Oh, no, he's wandered off into the bushes somewhere. All right. Sure. No, this is a big, long conversation. Well, not long conversation. This conversation I had, as I've been thinking about it all weekend. And it's like, the more I think about it, it's like, no, they're right. This is really just a series of fights broken up by fetching quests.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
So, like, it's a conversation we were having. Mid needed these designs brought to Blackthorn. So instead of Mid bringing the designs to Blackthorn, she waits until Clive comes back to talk to Clive, to have Clive walk down to the other end of the boat that she and the blacksmith are both on, to have Clive hand-deliver the designs to the blacksmith. And then the blacksmith is going to make the thing, and then Clive is going to have to take it all the way back down to the other end to give to Mid. And Mid could have just brought the thing to the blacksmith, waited for the blacksmith to make it, and then taken it back with her.
Yes, and also...
So he's not required here at all.
And Blackthorn also still, like, engaged or something?
He's not... Clive is not required for this process at all.
So...
That is the point.
Knows it?
Huh?
Blackthorn knows it?
No, I know it.
You not. Clive is not.
Why is he needed for this? Why did she not walk down the length of the boat and hand the thing to the guy like 4 days ago? Clive has been off doing things, saving the universe. And, by the way, I need you to walk this piece of paper down to the other end of the boat for me. Like, what?
Why?
It's right. It doesn't make any sense.
Does not.
Does it make sense to you?
No.
This is like me waiting for you to come back from doing whatever it is you're doing so I can get you to relay a message to her
I can make it.
while she's sitting in the room with me.
And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Now, he needs Clive to get Gavin out.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Why do y'all have to drag...
This is not the way people work.
Typical. Still, if that's what it takes.
But you have things to do.
I'll do what I can.
And what is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
and the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh god, taking Calf. Why would we take Otto anywhere?
You're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece you.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Alrighty, so... Gather materials! Go to the Velcroy. Stop yawning. Hit the right button. There we go. Alright, where the ass are we going? What's up here? Okay. Alright, we'll go do this really quick. I don't know why there's a green marker on the other one, but we'll see. Maybe they're going to make me do both halves of these quests. Da, 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 da. For the best drop in DeMille, visit the final sting. We'll throw more signs around here.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported to man the ship.
Okay, so he's got...
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a cry or leave.
Oh.
Better.
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Sure. I'll go find the random guy.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Okay. Once you go flat, you never go back. Alright. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Oh, where did all the men
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
What's down here? Anything?
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Won't you come and play, handsome? Really? Is that an option? I feel like it's not an option.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of bizarre things. Did the constables test you properly?
Okay, so is it out here? Oh, I would love to be able to just hop across this water and be done.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Alrighty.
Plates and pots!
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
The juiciest meat of greens. Oh, yes, they're quite
Okay.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Gotta get around. Because he's on the other side of the water. There's gotta be a bridge or something around here, isn't there? How do we get through? Oh, that's how we get through. Because I have no idea where I'm going. Let's try that again. Oh, this guy go this way.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Gav is over here. Just hanging out, doing Gav things.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Okay.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Two. Okay, it's 4. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, the dog's not going to be useful here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay, where's the stupid 5th one? Wow. Like, come on, guys.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
No, I have to call her back.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Bonding moment.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Okay, so. The assistant is up here. The hell? Oh boy. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
My blade yet hungers, but so do I. Come, let us feast on the flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Really? Damn. Should have been in the first place. The hell? Damn. Where the hell did he go? Come on. Okay. It wasn't perfect, but it was alright. Considering I didn't even realize he was going to be here. But alright. Surprise!
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Alright. Here. Oh, dude's just contemplating. That's lovely.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. When she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the
Yeah, but
only
you're
thing
making
that could fill the
flatbread.
hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you! Thank you, my friend! You've opened my eyes!
Really?
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Well, why would you need an escort? You just killed the thing that was on the street that was slaughtering everybody. I mean, you know. Bum, 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 bum. So many sparklies. There's sparklies up there. No, I don't see any.
All right.
Really? Oh, hit the one in front of you. What are you doing? Alright. Back to town.
Take a sniff, good sir. Be transported.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself.
Oh boy.
Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow.
Jesus, inviting hollow?
My loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Jesus.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Alrighty. Is that everything here? Looks like. Lost Wings, see what's here.
Good day to you.
Okay. Still don't have this place figured out. What do you got?
Haven't much, but you're free to look.
Alright, so this is too low level. Ba ba bum bum. Do 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 do.
Ah, yes. I trust it's all here.
Okay.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
All right.
Hello, sit. Take a seat where you like.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves.
Gotta find my way out of here first.
I need to take more seriously.
Okay, it's up here.
There it is, the black shields took
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned straight.
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the... Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this...
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so he saw nothing. Saw nothing, he knows nothing. Herb Mother. Is that code for something else?
Suspicious figures in the woods.
No, but I've heard something.
Scraping metal, someone strapping a sword.
In Lorbert's Pass. I was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screet ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me.
I see. I'll look into it.
Okay.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Okay. So we can go back this way. So she's the only one you had to talk to. Okay. Alright, so running through the forest.
You there? Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black shields. Here. What are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave alive.
Alright, well, the scraping of swords should lessen now.
Planning an attack on Lostwing. I need to warn Quentin.
Is there anything? Alright.
Good day to you.
Yeah, good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time on this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself.
Damn.
But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
All 12 of you, make ready for war. Really? You better off hiring an assassin.
I'm not going to change his mind.
North Range. Alright, so Quentin's gonna go to war. So that's gonna be a problem that solves itself.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
Okay. What is the final stage of your plan?
His lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before...
Alright, so I guess you're not going to tell me right now. I'm going to find out when you've been attacked. Which, I mean, I guess I'm okay with. Because you're, useful, but not necessary.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
Maneuvers. You went and brought some dirt home.
Putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
You need an intercom system in this place. Are you a pipe would do?
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Of course it is.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name? Right.
Jesus. Really? What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yeah, what's your name?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop that. I understand.
Really? Did you?
Said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
So you can go into the explanation of thermodynamics for mithril and ceramics, but you can't tell me what monster's living in the thing? Really? Jesus. Oh, you poor soul stuck here in the dark corner, trying to read notes. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Oh, that's why you didn't... Okay. That's why.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay. Whoop. Okay. Kinda know where I'm going here. I go upstairs. Okay, hop down if you want to. God. Come on. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. It's kind of weird, but it makes sense. There was a second one. Where is it? Ooh, okay, there we go. So, whatever I was looking for was back here somewhere.
Thanks, girl.
Oh. Oh.
There you are, Sid.
Good, it's you.
Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
This is so awkward.
Anybody home?
Oh, God.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Oh, Christ. Get out of it.
Too slow.
Ah, get out. Ah, you bastard. Alright, I don't like fighting these guys because it's really hard to get out of that circle because he doesn't like to disengage. Alright. Alright, let's try that again. No, I was going to switch out and I can't now.
Anybody home?
Yeah. Come on.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Yeah, I don't like him. Let's go.
This one.
Get out of the circle. Okay, that was better.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops on our side.
I think Mid might need some help, Tony.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away. Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh god, now there's two of them.
So you need a hand, do you?
Yep.
I do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I mean, does it matter? Neither one of them is going to be particularly useful.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
It's Jill.
Very well.
She's the expendable one.
I need to find.
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepper nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, since moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
You could just go do the shopping by yourself.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Oh, this feels just... This feels like one of those things where they're going to make me run around and do all this really intricate stuff, and then it's going to be just insignificant when it's done. It's weird. It's a weird focus. Like, they're so into the whole engineering aspect, and this thermophilic thing over here, and thermal that, and oh, we have to make the... it feels really, really like... Everything else has been surface level, and this is like... They're really focusing on it. And they're just going to drop the ball at the end. So this is just run around and make an airship quest, which is going to get built in 5 minutes and then used twice.
No. Where's Jill?
Oh.
And what can I do for you?
I don't know. What do you got? Yeah, nothing interesting.
There's talk that the glass...
Like those schematics that they keep showing, like somebody spent time to do those and they're really, really proud of them, and that's why they're showing them 17 times. It's just...
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stores, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Okay, garlic.
Ah, yes.
What do you want? Go on, take it.
What are you guys doing in the kitchen? Are you smelling smoke?
No, it's downstairs.
I can kind of smell it here.
Maybe because my nose is blocked up, but
I wasn't smelling it before. I can smell it now. Are they out there barbecuing? Is that what it is?
I don't smell barbecue by the air vent.
Are they barbecuing outside?
They are not. Chris was, I think.
Thanks for nothing. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Because, yeah, if the house is going to burn down, I'd like to know ahead of time.
He is not.
Nice and chilled.
It's not.
So it's weird. Okay.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Jill's back.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What, is she needing stuff now?
They've gone shopping. And they have a grocery list. So they split the list so that he has 2 things and she was going to get the rest. Because this is too complex for him to do by himself? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Garlic and
I got nothing.
nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Okay. Are we going to have a moment?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself over here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchen's told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Oh, thank you.
And I saw some bread.
It looks like you bought all of the bread.
Like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
It's so formal. It's so formal. Oh, crap. All right. Oh, God. It's just so formal. It's like y'all are in your late 20s, early 30s. Like, let's get past the high school BS.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the Moondew.
Huh? I don't know why. Oh, if they're in the bathroom and they're using it, they close the door when they're done so it doesn't, you don't hear it here.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very
No, I'm
well
good.
indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame.
Quinn.
I was enjoying playing the man of action.
Enough, honey.
When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Ned of that.
Can you help her, please?
Thank you, Harpocrates.
Holy crap, I so want a room to myself.
Well, I better go and give Ned the good news then.
Let's give some breeze to the chocolate.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Harpocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Don't blame me, I'm just the errand boy. Truer words have never been spoken.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
Holy crap, she wants the other end of the boat. Look at that.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Sometime later. Sometime later, something was said.
What is that?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I've been feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
God.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
Stop.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right.
The mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Crap, she has better chemistry with Clive than Jill does, and Jill's been with him the whole damn story.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
Jill and Clive are still like, oh, hi, how are you? Are you having a good day today? Oh, that's nice. Oh, well, what do you think of the weather? Oh, that's really I'm glad for you. That's wonderful. It's just
Right, Clive?
There's no spark there.
Finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl would do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
I might still be able to catch her.
You left her 5 seconds ago. How can you be halfway to Canva?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
A request for assistance. My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strong box with us, but his considerable knowledge of goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Talamon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their docks, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean... don't you smack her. That he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little French fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving Uncle...
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Make sure she doesn't go break into place.
No, she's building a boat at the docks in the city and never got permission.
All the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Cid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we dumped this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish.
It's slang. I'd have to go look it up to give you a proper...
Seven High House is waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Cid and the others my regards. Right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Okay, Toby, be quiet, please.
Well, Cid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Y'all have teased her with peanut butter too much.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. No one like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Good.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them. Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot!
Oh god.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. That'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
That's why you're on it.
You see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Alright, what is this? Go back here. Find out what this plus is.
Crack the crystal too.
About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. I know you're busy. Next time you find yourself free, maybe we go ask the old guy what got him so blah. Sure.
Hopefully it's nothing.
Okay, good, nice, okay. Next quest. Bad feeling, something ain't right in that hand of yours. Okay.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Okay. Moving through the old ledgers. Might have come across something that might need your attention. Sure.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I don't think so. Unless he's found out that Otto's rubbing you blind.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass, perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a... Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be up.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith be...
Sure it's soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Tor?
So you can read. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that you've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Frost wolf in the desert.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again, huh?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into Prague, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients are? I suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Any more so than Uncle?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about...
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to...
I rather think she might be right. Though all canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich man, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may... As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes...
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned. Good hunting, Clive.
Alright, gotta go find antelopes. Because the dog can't do it himself.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
expecting you back so soon. Here you are.
Ability points, Desert Rose.
You earned this. All done?
That's why I'm here.
A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need help keeping it from...
Bit late for that, Oz.
There you are! What a surprise.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. Noble idiot, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the Dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the Dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, not really. Okay, so there. Come on. Okay, I've got midges.
Wish I could take one of my
Okay.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
It's gotta be in the workshop then.
Sid, reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit, it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off.
Uh-huh.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe you pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I'm... And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for what would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirt.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Kyle.
Weird science. What the hell? Why is there a... Really, you want me to go all... Jesus Christ, come on. Bomb King! Yep, okay. It's a bee. Sandbrack. Yeah, easy enough. Oh, nothing I can go get him, so that's alright.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Okay, no words to that yet.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Foreshadowing. Okay. A leg eater. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
So what do you think?
Hello, Sellsword.
Really?
Oh, aye. There's... I take it there's danger.
Mm.
Oh, what about this fearsome looking...
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother...
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his...
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation...
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've...
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band. Chances are they'll come for you either way.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway...
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
Well, now, hoping to make a heavy, reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we...
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You just put an end to those bandits and point...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
This way. Too slow. Over here.
Ooh. Come on. Should have had that.
Enough.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Kick. Super duper. Come on.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a...
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his...
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
This one. This one.
Do we get all the sparklies? I think so. All but this one. Ba 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 ba. So much running. That's pretty. The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing It's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Like you said, tyrant.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father, I find you much changed.
Uh-huh.
Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress. She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, But you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. Run like the wind! More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing.
Desert roses.
I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than welcome to look.
Ding ding.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them the trade routes.
Juicy pears. Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Ah, good. There you are.
I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good.
Uh-oh.
Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us, Pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
Right. We'll meet you there.
Alright.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
What's next to the checkpoint? Jug of snake spit for the road?
Peaches and pears. Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a brand.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. You're welcome anytime.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
I'm sweating. You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Mom, what's a marble supposed to be in this again?
The big plant thing that he fights at the very, very beginning.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. Yeah, but I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders?
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of...
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but...
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Come and taste my peaches. As sweet as nectar.
Oh God.
I'll take the large one.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
Oh jeez.
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me.
That voice doesn't fit that body.
Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Sign me up.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Jug of snake spit.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Here's a coin for your trouble. Like, come on.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have been in the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Yeah, and I'm broke. Enough of your whining.
Okay. Torgal, find the kid.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
That's that then.
Did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen.
Thank you.
You have a dog that has tracked things before.
Shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter.
Well, you ran to a dead end.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Much.
I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after.
I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guild, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding. We're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goods. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
Didn't ask.
Why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the Carstones, and we crush them. You get your traders' pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to.
Oh, pretty good.
To town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the
Kinda.
I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down.
Made some progress on this.
String me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft then.
What's going on with you? Anything new?
Leighton's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared anyone.
Any more Orisha pictures? Alright, I gotta go back out. Orisha pictures.
Daddy.
There are no crystals here.
I saw the two that you had posted up on Discord. And while her boobs were gigantic, I mean, the rest of it wasn't bad.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
I don't know, it's a good thing she got really good abs, because She'd topple over otherwise. There we go. We're going further. Just be quick. Okay? Just be quick. She did. She's still wearing the same armor. Keep it up.
Fewer now.
Big boobs get in the way of everything. Yeah, somebody's gonna poke their eyes out.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are
Especially the little ones. And Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
Shame when they chop them off.
It would add to the design.
Let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the castes don't.
What's going on?
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Where's it going?
Yes,
Oh, I'm
supposed to
ready.
go into this one hole.
Okay, well, that's not gonna work. So you've got something out of wine. Yes, so. Something's not in the right spot. So, go and look at the book again and figure out what you made, what mistake you made. No, I know what it is, but in order to get the placement correct, where are you? One more. Whew. I do want to listen to and give them back after some bigger ones in their lower brackets. Yes. My lower back is a mess. A lot of it, granted, is wear and tear from doing a lot of,
And they say crime
a
doesn't.
lot of the jobs I did when I was younger were manual labor, so it was like stocking and things of that nature, picking up and moving stuff. So,
Dozens of them.
I actually have bone degeneration in my spine.
I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return.
Granted, the upside is I've been losing weight, so they're getting smaller, so they're not as heavy.
Of course.
So hopefully it takes the load off my back.
Be sure to tell her the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Yeah, and I've got to get Iselvin on my diet and and everybody else. Just makes it easier to cook. I don't have to make like 4 meals. 3 of which I can't eat. Because Lord knows, the kids don't eat the same thing either.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Yeah, it's annoying. Because I've got the one... my youngest one doesn't like carby stuff, so she's not a big fan of rice. She's not a big fan of bread. She's, she'll eat pasta, but it's got to have like a sauce on it. It's just, come on, kid, give me a break. It's got to be here. Oh, she's right there. Like, hello.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way.
Quite the opposite.
Not yet. We've known you 5 seconds. You have better chemistry with him than Jill does. Christ.
So it was the cast stones who were... And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pick... I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only...
Speak of the devil.
Welcome home.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him...
Tell him to keep it in the front pocket.
Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. You're on the side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well.
Or they release like airbags and knock them out.
To help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her,
The booby KO.
as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places while I have associates in...
Oh god, it's one more brooch.
That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure...
Clive's gonna end up like one of those little old ladies with those vests they put on when they're doing the touristy thing where they got just the pins from everywhere they've been.
Say 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Oh man. Got a trader's pass.
Let's get this back to Goots.
Let's go fight our way through the gate anyway. You're one of the million.
Should you happen to be a fighter, that well-notched steel and impressive.
He was talking to Mies the other day when we were playing Fortnite. And he's like, he's so tired of doing the side quests in Final Fantasy. Well, he's tired of quests in Final Fantasy in general. It's like, okay, go over here and talk to this guy, and go over here and get this thing, and bring it back to the guy you talked to. Okay, now go talk to the next guy, and then go do the shopping list for that guy, and then come back, and that's all the quests are. And now that I'm playing this again, it's like it just jumps out at me. It's like, you want me to go run over there and talk to that guy 5 feet away and then come back and tell you what... Just go over and talk to the guy 5 feet away. Why am I doing this?
History of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
It's a giant make-work project.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful.
But where are we...
Along the old Zemeckis Road. Quickly. There is not a
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Alright. Oh Christ, you're just loading me up on these quests. What is happening?
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. I was gripe now. Joseph.
Holy crap, guys.
Any idea where his search...
Joseph's lived a hard life.
Can't imagine there are too many greyheads.
Wow, you're gonna load me up on quests. Do they overlap? Are you that kind?
There are no crystals here. Keep going.
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you mention it.
Which way did he go?
I got off down the road, I expect.
You look suspicious.
Boclan. Finally.
Okay. Could have done this before, guys.
Why am I not surprised?
Dun, dun.
You'll have no real choice.
Get him! Over here!
We could have done this the last time we were here. It's a ne'er-do-well. It's a bad guy. Bum, ba-ba-da, bum, 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 bum.
Are you hurt?
Nope, he's peachy. Thank you for saving my butt.
We have arrived. Now, colossal vessels.
Okay, it's very nice. I've been through this damn thing like 4 times.
Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you.
Yeah.
Tantalizing mystery, no doubt.
It was a god. Yeah. It was probably Bahamut or something ridiculous.
He's passionate.
Just mega flare the entire thing.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up.
Shh, now. You said quiet.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you. Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Jump up. Oh, come on. All right. Bum ba da do 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 do. Goblins!
I think we found our thieves.
Mm.
They don't look happy to see me.
Wow, this was tough. Enemy bested, so I didn't kill him.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation.
No, it's funny. I'm just Ken's whole synopsis of the whole thing, of the way they do the questing in this. I can't unsee it now.
They don't know how to survive such I've been teaching them.
But I mean, it's the ridiculousness of it. Like, I really noticed it on the ship, where Mid is trying to build the
I'm impressed.
the heat towers.
I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
That made me laugh too, is that they showed the schematics for that thing like 4 times in like 10 minutes. It's like somebody's really proud of this drawing. I'm just like, she's like, oh, I have these designs and I need Blackthorn to see them and blah 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 blah, and it's like,
your secret's safe with
so walk your ass to the other end of the ship and give them to Blackthorn?
Thank you.
What? But it's like, now that I'm seeing it, now that I'm looking for it, you know. No, somebody's at the door. She's a tiny guard dog.
Here, Vidal. Hey.
Tiny guard dog.
Hi. Hi. Get out of here.
Oh, here.
Oh God! Hello. Hello. I know it's very exciting. Thank you. What are you doing? Get out of the way. Christ. Ah, you're insane.
Faster.
Jump. Jump.
Nodded. All right then. Who's first?
Okay, didn't we just go through this whole thing of the goblins aren't all bad? Yeah, I know. I thought I would make more progress than I did. Yep, I hit that point because I've got so many quests, side quests now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fly in here.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the... Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. Though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh God, you're gonna make me just no. Okay, get on the bird. What? She's very focused on it, yes. I don't know. They're buzzing around a second. Oh, it's right there.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Got it. Music's not bad.
Still in one piece.
No, but this is certain.
And once more, you though Moss the chronicler, he offers little in the way of explanation.
Well, it's like this. What is this adding to the story?
Such miraculous emphasis.
Right? I mean, if this was like important, it would be like, all right.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
But it's like.
I fear I may, you see, even my fellow scholar, and so.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
Yeah, still pretty good one.
Most dogs do.
So ends a delightful day.
Yeah, most dogs do.
Your reward for humoring myself.
It is okay, you are safe. Mighty Hunter.
They add story to the world, but they don't add to the main story.
I mean, you would think they would, because that would make sense.
Let me carry your goods.
Well, that's why they're starting off shop. They don't.
Peaches and pears.
It just strikes. I don't know. It's weird.
Even though it's nice of optional, you recommended optional to have the plus side of them.
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
Here you are, good.
Plus side usually stuff that
So
actually
you and your friend?
We do.
makes a difference.
And we already have. It's hard work. And Goots, you said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm going to be your first customer. I'm going to...
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
Meanwhile,
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind. A fiend brought from the shadows. I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka.
Thanks to Ultima's machinations.
I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion. Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash. Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
Yes, you were saying?
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You will not take
Alright, I'll sit up.
This is a matter for the Imperial.
No, I can't see it because it's not on, I'm on PlayStation. And for some reason it doesn't show that stuff.
As time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
You can still do them. When I check my phone with the Twitch app, I can see all the chat. Uh-oh.
Let us take to the skies together.
Oh, okay, I thought there were bad guys coming in to grab them.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
That's treason. Oh yeah, it is. But depends on who's running the show at the time. Alright, what time is it? 5:15. Alright, I should probably go. Because it's been like hours. So. Boop, boop. 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 Let me out.
You're gonna have to.
Ah, you buggers. It's a trap. Been trying to play Stream Raiders. I'll have to go look that up and see what that is. Alright, looks like we're doing another cutscene instead of getting the hell out of here.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
You just walk out to the thing and whistle for a random owl?
What is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
Doug just jumps. It's great. He's the only competent one in this group.
Negative.
Alrighty.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Okay.
Can't save.
Ah.
Let's try now.
Okay, that's
It
better.
was in the process of saving.
Oh, okay.
I saw the little symbol near her.
Alright, so we're gonna save. We're gonna save. Good. I may actually get on the mud tonight. We'll see what happens. I know! It's amazing.
What?
I know.
Are you broken?
I know. I've got mud things rolling through my head that I want to fix, and I gotta go look at it and figure things out, and I don't know. I know. I gotta go chase some people down and find some people to do some building too. But that's another story for another day. So, I will talk to you later. And I will be back on here tomorrow afternoon to do more. Because I want to get to the end of this game.
Good play or bad play?
I haven't decided yet. The whole discussion with Mies really broke things. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Alright, talk to you later.